So today, we're playing the Reaper, and we may just have the Snake-ist build today, which involves the VENOMANCER Subclass, a Bloodthorne, some Toads, and an Ice Dragon. And the Snake right now gives so much max HP, it's kinda crazy. We have a tiny little bag here, but it is filled with high value items. And it's looking pretty decent here. But hey, check this run out, and let me know what you think of this build. Okay, let's go and jump some rank games with the Reaper and see just what I can do today. Okay, amazing shop here. For sure. One sword with a whetstone. 2 for the price of 1. Amazing here. Let's take the banana. We're going to need that stamina. And I'm going to take healing herbs. And honestly, we're just going to buy the whole shop with that. And we're going to move on like this. Actually, we should be making as much use of our storage coffin as possible before moving on. Because even at the start of battle flex here have the chance to pick poison, as you can see, where they have 2 on their opponent. Where's your opponent? He's not going to be able to stack up as much. Actually, they are. Holy moly. But it's looking pretty good for us here. Smashing. 4 HP. Not too bad. Okay, we could take a second fly Garrick here. We could go for a poison goobert here, which I think we're going to take here. Which means we're going to take the garlic. Take the stone and roll, because we can always sell these back for the same price. We did get good old goobert here, but we're going to roll again. Okay, I'm going to have to take this whetstone, so we're going to say goodbye to our pocket sand. And we're going to craft up here sword here. Which does mean I do want to take this extra sword here. But we do need a leather bag here really badly here. It is what it is, but shouldn't be too... Actually, this opponent is going to smash us here. With a health pot, yeah. Just pausing the video here very quickly, just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. For sure, we didn't even get an option. We didn't even make him proc here. It's not super ideal. Let's take our sword. I'm not going to take goobert as of right now. I'm going to roll looking for a leather bag, because that is going to be super necessary here. We're going to add in our garlic in this position. And with that, now we can actually finally take goobert here in the next round here. Our setup shouldn't be too bad here. We should be able to inflict a lot of poison with 2 fly garlics here. And our whole storage coffin setup here. So it shouldn't be bad whatsoever. We stacked up quite a bit. And so far, smashing. Okay, another fly Garrick. How much can we get here? So that we're going to have it set up like this. Now we're not going to craft up steel goobert here. We're going to be crafting up poison goobert. I'm going to be taking fly Garrick. I'm going to roll again. I know that was another whetstone, but we're not going to take it here. Now we could take Toad and go for a snake here, because we have 2 pets already. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that here. For sure. Getting a Toad early. Getting a poison goobert here. It's leaning heavily towards going with the snake here. However, first of all, we have to deal with the Pyromancer. They do have a shell totem. Shell totems, to be honest, are super scary to make here. Super scary early, because it's a lot of healing. It's a lot of power stack, but they don't have a weapon here. They're going to try and outsurvive us here, but we have a crazy amount of sustain here. It's not too bad. So smashing here, we got a poison goobert. Honestly, I kind of want to go for a falcon blade as well. But for right now, we're going to be taking this leather bag. We're going to be taking a good old sword. We're actually going to fit the Toad in here, because it's going to be faster trigger speed than a fly Garrick. Which does mean we can't exactly take our gloves for right now, but we're going to have to reserve it till next round. We should have actually moved our banana over here, to be honest, because then that'll increase the speed of our food items here. So it shouldn't be too bad. Now we are going to outsurvive any Reaper here, because our poison goobert will cleanse poison, and it's going to inflict a lot of poison, so that's going to be smashing here first. So with that, let's take our gloves here. Let's get in a roll. We could actually upgrade to Hunger Blade here. Yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade to the Hunger Blade, but it does mean we're going to have a little trouble finding some extra gloves here. We could also take another goobert here to go for a second poison goobert. I don't think we can afford to as of right now. If we did have a falcon blade on the way, I would more inclined to go for double poison goobert here. But as of right now, we're just going to have to continue on like this. Shouldn't be too bad. We should get some vampirism here, while also inflicting a lot of poison on our opponent here. So it shouldn't be too bad overall. Yes, smashing even. We take a Pestilence Flask, and we did get a Corrupted Crystal here, which we could go for a Corrupted Armor here. Corrupted Armor would cleanse 2 beetles and inflict them back on our opponent here. It would be pretty decent. We'll take it for right now. If you want to take the Holy Armor here, I I do want to try find some gloves here. So I'm going to let go for right now. I do want to stamina sack, but we're going to have to roll on. We did get a mana orb. Okay, we're definitely going to have to take another toad. We could go for Bloodthorne here. We could give up on the Falcon Blade here. We just need a pair of gloves. But that is Bloodthorne right now. Honestly, at this point in time, I think I'm going to take Bloodthorne here. Not a super deal, but we're going to have to craft up Blood Goobert here. Or not Blood Goobert. Holy moly, Bloodthorne. I think that's going to be super good to take right now. We're also going to be getting the second toad. So honestly, once we get Snake here, we're going to have an extra 180 max HP. Which is going to be craziness here. However, our opponent is dealing a lot of damage with their whole setup here. So unfortunately, we're going to lose a life here. Now we could also make the pivot and go for a Nocturnal Locklifter here. Because Bloodthorne with Nocturnal Locklifter is insanely good. Also, Mrs. Struggles is really good here. Curse Dagger on sale is kind of awesome as well. We're inflicting a lot of debuffs here, but honestly, we're not going to be taking that here. We're definitely going to go Snake. It's just going to be too good not to take here. We're definitely going to have to take some extra storage here because we're going to have to sit Snake up just a little bit here so we can add in our toads into this position because that's just going to be so much max HP. I'm going to add in our gloves to target our Snake as of right now. We could also make it target our Bloodthorne here as of right now. Now we do also want to take an eye lamp here to be scaling up some damage on our Bloodthorne and accuracy. We could also take a Bloody Amulet, which I actually generally think about taking here. We could also take a Dragon as well. Dragon would be more max HP. I think it's going to have to take it here. I'm going to sell the Garlic Sword once more. Okay, amazing. We're definitely going to need that storage. We have a lot of high value items here. However, we are going to need some scaling regen here, so it means we're going to have to find a hard container here. Otherwise, we have a finite amount of Vampirism and Spikes here. But we'll see. Our opponent does have a lot of HP to get through. And so far, smashing here. So we do have 12 gold here. So if we buy the storage here, we can't afford to buy the ruby egg. We can't take the ruby egg unless we get the storage. So for right now, I think we're going to set out our Flygarric. That's all we can really do for this round because I do want to craft up this into Vampire Gloves. So unfortunately, we're going to have to roll on. Our opponent is looking quite scary, to be honest, with the Pandemonium here. With that Death Sigh, with the Curse Dagger, they're going to be inflicting a lot of poison on us, but we do cleanse a decent amount with our Poison Goobert here, but it's not going to be fast enough here, unfortunately. So yeah, it's just going to fall a little bit short here. It is what it is. We got our hard container, which is straight up craziness. We're going to have to take here. Now, do we actually... We're going to have to sell something here. Do we sell our healing herbs, or do we sell our Flygarric? Or do we sell our big old banana? Honestly, we're going to need our banana here, unfortunately. We are definitely going to need a little bit of stamina to sustain here. We're also going to want this deck of cards. So I think, unfortunately, we're going to have to sell our little Flygarric. Because scaling Vampirism is going to be super important here. Now, are we going to craft up a Heart of Darkness here? Actually, yeah. Not super ideal because the Heart of Darkness actually just steals buffs. It doesn't actually give us regeneration. Now, it does target regeneration first of all. But it doesn't actually give us that Vampirism scaling. But it's going to be really awesome because it does produce our opponent's healing here. If we manage to stack it up. But so far, not looking too bad. Going to begin chain up Berserker here. Overall, incredibly awesome. Now we could also get a fancy Rapier, but I don't think we can afford to take that right now. I think it's time we take our Ruby Egg here because we are 3 lives. We're going to take our deck of cards. We're going to roll. Okay, Prismatic Orb is straight up awesome. However, can we afford to take it? It will be a Dark Item, Vampirism. That's all. So honestly, it might not be worth it here. We'll hold on to it for right now. We are also going to need to keep our Ruby Egg in this position as of right now. So we're going to roll on it. Now we do want to keep on our deck of cards here because I do want to craft up potentially a Ruby Dragon or an Ice Dragon here. So it should be really awesome. However, we spent a lot of gold on a Ruby Egg that just gives us a bit of heat. It does give us 60 more max HP, so it's definitely worth it here. And so far, awesome here. Without that banana in, though, our stamina is really bad, and we did get a present here. Holy moly, that is straight up crazy. I think it's a little bit too late here to take. honestly. So I'm not going to take it. I'm going to continue to roll on. Could take a second dragon. We could also craft up a dark saber if we actually kept our setup for it. If we take this, we can slot it in here. Yeah, I'm going to take it this round, which means we can't have our deck of cards in. It does mean we can't have our big old banana in. Now we're going to take a second dragon here. I actually don't think we do. I think the next pet we're going to add in is a Wubbertinger here because our base stamina. It's not going to be great here. But next round, we're going to be getting our ruby egg, which shouldn't be too bad whatsoever. We'll see. So far, looking pretty smashing. However, they are the Dark Lantern, so they are going to strive here a little bit. But we managed to barely scrape by here. That luck from the snake, as well as the oil lamp here, scaling up. Insanely awesome for us here. Okay, we got a ruby bulb. We're going to add in a deck of cards as we roll here, because we do want to find a different type of dragon here. Honestly, I'm going to be taking this corrupted crystal. I'm going to take this pair of gloves. We're going to have to take this bag for right now. It does mean we're a little bit short here, which is super unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we're going to have to roll on like this for right now. Now, our opponent is looking, honestly, really scary here with, holy moly, Stolen Gum for that chance to stun, Hammer for chance to stun, the Pumpkin for chance to stun, with their dagger situation. They have only 2 daggers though, so it's still Cursed Dagger though, and a Poison Dagger. So this could be crazy bad for us here, because they're going to stun us quite often, which they are doing a lot of damage to us here. And yeah, unfortunately this opponent was crazy. So I'll say I do want to craft up a Cap Discomfort here. Now we want to roll. We could have took that pineapple here for some spike second, but we're not going to be too pushed about it as of right now. We could take that blueberries. We're going to continue to roll here. Could take Jin's lamp, another lightsaber. Could craft out a dark saber here. Don't exactly want to. We're definitely going to have to take Wubbertinger, that is for sure. However, it does mean we can add in our big old banana as of right now. And we're going to be crafting up that Cap Discomfort. So we're going to move on straight away. Now this is going to be good enough. Cryomancer is kind of insane with ice dragons here. However, they just have a torch here, so it shouldn't be too bad here. They do inflict a lot of frost on us though. However, can we bring it back? Honestly, they're actually doing a lot of damage to us. And the more the fight goes on, actually the worse it is for us here. And honestly, 1 HP in a dream. Super close, but not enough here. However, we did get our Cap Discomfort. We're going to have to move this down here. We're going to have to take Wubbertinger, but I don't think we can actually afford to take it right now. We're going to have to craft up Ice Dragon. We're going to sell our deck of cards. As for now, we're going to sell the pair of gloves. Would love to keep here. Could take another Prismatic Orb here. However, we're going to sell our big old banana as of right now, because if we're going to be taking a Wubbertinger, we can sustain our stamina here. However, to take Wubbertinger, it's going to have to be in this position as of right now for this round. So that's going to be more max HP, and it should be insanely awesome for us here. Now with that, we're going to be taking another Prismatic Orb here, but we're going to have to roll on like this for right now. It does mean our Goobert is not going to have a trigger from our White Eyes Blue Dragon, because we did sell our deck of cards here. Which should be pretty decent here. Our opponent is inflicting a lot of blind on us. With the amount of luck we have with our eye lamp here, we should not worry about blind whatsoever. Which does mean we can scale up our Vampirism. It should be insanely good for us here. We've stacked up a lot of poison. And so far, smashing here. Extremely good for us here. Now we did survive 1 life left here. Let's go ahead and see, can we make this crazier, because we are going to be getting a nice dragon right now. That's going to be really awesome for us. However, we're going to be lacking the storage as of right now. We do want another Prismatic Orb here though. We're going to slot it in here for now. We're going to have to roll. We're definitely going to want these items. So right now, I'm actually going to sell our eye lamp here, because we have so much luck here. It's not going to be super worth it. We're going to have our Ice Dragon in this position for right now. Now we're also going to move our Cap Discomfort over here. Now we could get that extra debuff on him, but I think it's going to be a little bit better here, because that is the start battle effect for our Poison Goobert, as well as our Heart of Darkness to increase the speed of here. They do want another Heart Container here, for sure, to be allowing us to scale up our regen even more here. But so far, can we survive going up again? A crazy fancy rapier. They're going to have insane amount of damage here, because it's just so much attack speed here. And so far, yeah, they actually outpace us here, which is straight up insane. So let's take our Heart Container. Let's go ahead and roll. We could take another Heart of Darkness, which honestly I'm kind of thinking about doing here. Let's go ahead and roll again. We are going to need a little bit of storage here, unfortunately. Let's keep it going. We're going to need this here. However, to fit this in, we're going to have a little bit of trouble here. Now, it's not super ideal as of right now, because prismatic orbs are not in the most ideal position, and this would have been much, much better. Also, we're only having one trigger on a poison group here, which is definitely not ideal here. One trigger, I mean this hard container only. But honestly, to craft up this into a Heart of Darkness, we're going to have to craft up this run, so unfortunately, we're going to have to let this go. It is what it is. We're definitely going to have to take this fanny back down because our storage is extremely small compared to our opponent. Our opponent has filled up their storage completely with all the storage, or all the bags they have. We have a tiny little bag here, but it is filled with high value items. And it's looking pretty decent here. Yeah, smashing even. However, let's take our fanny back. Let's go and roll. Amazing, some storage here. Which does mean I do want to increase the speed of our Ice Dragon here. However, having our Ice Dragon in this position has been a little bit rough for our position on our Goobert here, to be quite honest, because it does require a tiny little bit of storage here, or a tiny item here. Which this is a tiny item, and I'd love to take this, that is for sure. Are we going to be able to afford it here? Actually, yeah, I'm going to sell our fanny pack and that healing orbs here in favor of taking this glowing crown, because that is going to be invulnerability from our mana stacking from our toads here, which shouldn't be too bad. Honestly, I'm going to move this up here too. This should have been a little bit better. Little small optimization because it makes our toad and our snake here trigger faster. And yeah, now our poison Goobert is going to be a little bit more awesome. Our prismatic orbs are in a much, much better position. We also kind of want to switch this with this one, but kind of want to increase the speed of our Heart of Darkness here. They've stealing our opponent's buffs. However, it has been pretty decent, but I do believe that this can be made much, much stronger here. But overall, Snake, Venomancer, with the Bloodthorne, with all these items here, has been pretty decent here. So let's go ahead and see, is this going to be good enough here? We're going to be getting a Staff on Healing. Honestly, Divine Potions is going to be pretty bad for us here because they're going to be cleansing a lot of our debuffs here. However, we also scale up our damage with a Bloodthorne. We got that invulnerability, so it shouldn't be too bad here. We're stacking up a lot of buffs. So secretly, we are a massive buff stacking build, and extremely awesome here. Now, our opponent has a crazy setup here with a Dead Sigh, Staff on Healing, with the Cursed Dagger here, and with this massive, massive potion explosion here. We did manage to actually secretly become a big buff stacking build with our Snake, with our Bloodthorne here, and all our pets. And it's actually insane. The Snake gives 20 luck if you fully max out the whole pet situation here. Our opponent had a crazy looking build with a Staff on Healing and the Dead Sight here. However, we still managed to get a lot of poison off, even though they had 3 Divine Potions here, which was kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But smashing here. Now let's go ahead and see how much rank points we got. Now we did survive 1 life left here, so it's looking like we probably should have looked our points around, but we still got plus 10 here. Giving us plus 4 compared to what we could have took if we just ran. But overall, not too bad here. But anyways, gonna leave it for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And hope to see you for the next one. See you next time.